So, a very happy morning to all of you who have taken the time to spend a couple of hours with us in this inner journey. Thanks to Chalamai Didi for having this aspiration and being an instrument to try to manifest a place like this in Andhra Pradesh. So, it will be nice if all of you can keep your videos on. It will be good to see your beautiful faces on a Sunday morning. And also, I will know that I'm speaking to people, not to my laptop. Let's give you a couple of minutes to myself also to see all of you, so that we build a sort of a communion, a connection with each one. Shwati is there with her child. I can only read the names, but I would like to see your faces. Aruna, Shobik, Manchula, Sangeeta, Shumadu, Tulasi, Umi, Venkateshan, Vishwanam. Well, some of you are familiar with the work we have been doing for the last 2 decades or more. For those of you who are new to this whole idea, we are a group of doctors who are inspired by the vision of Mother and Sri Aurobindo, and have been trying to work in this field of integral health, integral healing for the last 30 years or so. So my journey into integral health, integral yoga started in 1992 when I came to JIPMA Pondicherry for my medical studies. And I joined JIPMA that time for my MBBS because I was attracted to by the philosophy, by the teachings, and by something from Sri Aurobindo. So my journey into medical sciences and integral yoga started simultaneously. Over the last so many years. And I had the good fortune of working with the best practitioners in all the systems of medicine, be it modern medicine, be it Ayurveda, homeopathy, the Chinese system, the energy healing systems, and many others. And intuitively, I've understood the scope of each system of medicine, what it has to offer, and also the limitations of each system. But each system works within its certain paradigm, and it works really well within that paradigm. My journey has been a journey of seeking, of following my Swadharma. My Swadharma is one of a doctor, The other one is of an educator. So I have been trying to seek for a system or for a way of healing which gives the entire power to the patient, which empowers him to learn, to understand what's going on in his life, in his body, and gives him the power to change that. But in all these systems of medicine which I have described, although they are fantastic, wonderful systems, but fundamentally it does not change the individual, the consciousness of the individual. So, what I have been seeking, is a way in which not only the disease heals, the body heals, but in the process, the person also heals, he evolves, his consciousness changes. And I'm so glad that the divine has bestowed on me these revelations, which now I consolidate and share with all of you in the form of consciousness as well. So these are the practices, insights, meditations, which are revealed over the period of last 10 to 15 years, which have shown to me in a very simple way, in a very insightful way, that how the body is made up of the different layers of our being, and almost each aspect of what Mother and Sri Aurobindo have shared with us, lived for us, and opened the way for us through their integral yoga. And now, if I were to look back and make an intellectual understanding of all these revelations, all these practices, I would say that integral healing or consciousness as medicine is actually a practical manifestation of integral yoga. So once we live, not just talk about it, but actually live integral yoga in its essence, in its depth, and integral healing or integral health is a natural manifestation. It's a natural outcome of it. That would be a very simple but a very accurate description of integral healing or healing by consciousness. I have been doing workshops and doing individual healings over the last 12 to 15 years. And I have seen people coming out of illnesses in a very beautiful way, in a way which will look miraculous to an outsider. But to those who know the process, who understand how it works, it looks very natural and very rational outcome. So in today's session, we can try and touch upon few of these aspects. You can have a glimpse of some of these inner experiences so that something inside us opens up. A small window opens and a new pathway emerges. So as we go through the session, we will make it an experiential session. So that means we need to feel things. And if we need to feel things, experience things, which are not from the outside, but from within, we need to be in a certain state of consciousness. And then things will unfurl in a very natural way. So we don't need to make any extraordinary mental effort to imagine things or to visualize things or to feel things. Let that happen effortlessly with the wisdom of our own being. Let's trust our whole being and then things will change. So to begin with, let's bring our body in a nice, comfortable posture in which you can be there without any disturbance, without any discomfort, at least for the next 30 up to 40 minutes. Could be any posture. You could be seated on a chair, you could be seated cross-legged, those who are used to sitting cross-legged, does not matter. But you should be comfortable in the body. And you should not be distracted by anything out from outside. No sounds, of course, no gadgets, so that you are in that state to go deeper within yourself. We'll make it as meditative as possible. So just find for yourself a very comfortable place. And now once you are seated comfortably, preferably without any backrest. If you need a backrest because your back is aching, then definitely you need to support your back. But otherwise, if you are healthy, your back is fine, just try to sit without a backrest so that the flow of energies in your spine, you're able to perceive them. Comfortably seated. And now you can close your eyes. So when we close our eyes, we shift our vision from outside to within us. So to begin with, we'll bring our attention to our physical body. Away from the mind to the body. Just feel your body sitting comfortably. Make the minor little corrections in your posture so that your spine feels comfortable, relaxed. the stress in the body. And since we are doing it for the very first time, we'll spend some time just to relax the body a little bit more deeply. But that will be essential for us to go deeper within. So we'll start by relaxing our face. So you become aware of your face. We'll start with the forehead. So that's where some aspect of the mental stress is felt, stored. So we take our awareness to the forehead and try to consciously relax the forehead. And you'll be surprised to realize that once you take your awareness to that part of your body and you ask that part of the body to relax, that part actually responds to you and relaxes. That's the most beautiful part of our body. It responds to us. So you relax your forehead, bring your awareness to your eyes, and relax your eyes and the muscles around the eyes. Once your eyes are relaxed, we shift the awareness to our cheeks, the muscles there, and relax the entire. You will realize that once your forehead, your eyes, and your cheek is relaxed, the face is relaxed. Your face will adorn a very beautiful, subtle, natural smile. Just telling you all is good and you're at peace with who you are. Just allow this beautiful, natural smile to adorn your face. And keep this smile throughout the session. Now slowly we shift the awareness to the top of our head. Just relax the space. Bring silence and peace. We now move to the back side of our head. Relax that part. And allow that part to become quiet and still. Slowly come down towards your neck. Feel the muscles in your neck and relax them. Feel the spine in your neck and just relax the joints. Become aware of your breath. Now your breath will become slow and deep. So one aspect of the breath, of course, the one we do with our lungs, is another aspect of the prana, which you can feel all over your body. So as you breathe and become aware of your neck, you can also feel this prana over your neck. Slowly move towards your shoulder joint. And visualize your shoulder joint. And deeply relax the muscles over there. and also the space inside the shoulder joint. So breathe in slow and deep. Feel as if you're taking in breath inside your shoulder joint, as if the prana is entering the joint. And just allow the prana to go deep and deep inside the joint. You have a very beautiful sensation inside the shoulder joint. As the prana flows inside you, it purifies, cleanses, and heals the joint. You'll be surprised to realize that you can actually communicate with your body parts, with your organs, because each organ of your body is conscious, like a small baby, a small child, with her own mind, with her own intelligence, its own conscience. Your shoulders are such an important part of your body, carrying so much of your work, your effort, and in pining for your love, for your gratitude, for you to acknowledge that they exist. So just express your love to your shoulder and express your gratitude to them. And as you Express your love. You say, I love you. Feel the waves of love flowing from your heart, entering the substance of your shoulder. And how beautifully your shoulders respond to your love. They open up like a flower opens up with joy. So both your shoulders are now soaked in the consciousness of love. It's like a whole energy field of love in which the cells of your shoulders are basking. Oh, slowly shift your awareness towards your anahat, your heart chakra, center of your chest, and deeper inside your chest in a subtle space. Dive deeper into your heart chakra, away from the surface being, into the depths of your inner heart, the inner being. Go still deeper and deeper. Feel as if you're opening an inner door to the inner world. And as you open, you enter a vastness, like the open sky inside you. Infinity, a space without limits. As you enter that space, you can feel that it is a very beautiful, refined texture. It's an immensity of silence and a very delicate, soft joy. Just be there in this space and identify and become one with this vastness. Because it is you, yourself. And in this silence, aspire and invoke the presence, the form of the divine. And see her standing in a divine form. Offer your entire self to. Become a part of a divine form. Become one with merge. Feel her presence all around you, like she has embraced you, held you close in her heart. Just be with her. It's the most beautiful, the most precious experience on earth. So once you open yourselves to the divine, and the divine takes hold of you, your life, become an instrument, a child of the divine. And all the darkness in the being, in the vital, or in the mind, or in the sun, just reject all and offer them all to the divine to transform. All your small little worries of your outer life, small little ambition, trouble, which of which we are obsessed with, and lose this opportunity of the divine experience. Offer them all to the divine, so that there is no barrier between you and the divine. Nothing more important than her vision, than her thought. Our limited human intellect is too small to understand, to realize that so it must be kept aside. So the divine mother, she's everywhere. We don't feel her because we don't seek her. We are so busy in our superficial, small life, just earning a living, busy with our outer relationships and work. So there is no space for the because the mind behaves as if it knows better than the doing. So we are caught up in Maya of the outer world and lost. And what do we get with that? The ordinary life of struggle and suffering, little joy and much more of sorrow. When we go inside, go within, it's a whole beautiful spiritual life waiting for us. Our being is like an ocean, vast, deep, full of riches, strength. But if we live only on the surface, only near the shore, because it is noisy there, because it is more interesting there, but then we are losing our depth, our reality, because the shore is not the truth, the whole ocean. It's a very small part of, a very superficial part of it. It of course makes much more noise. Just the outer life makes all the noise and keeps us attracted to that. That is not our real. So we need to learn to live within, deeper within, live in this vastness within us. This is what Mother and Sherwin have opened a whole new way of living for us. Have opened these pathways, and their presence is very much felt in the Earth's atmosphere. Even now, Shambhun's presence through his relics is still so powerful that if you visit to any relic center, you can feel that pulsating vibrations. So that was the level of supramental transformation in his physical body. So when we enter into an inner being, you would have also realized that it is so different from the surface shores of the wave, as if it's a totally different world, it's a different you. And none of the petty troubles and worries of the outer world touch you there. You're free from them. It's not that they don't exist, they exist, but just on the surface. Small, trivial stuff, easily manageable. So, in today's session, we just had a small little inner journey, different steps, small glimpse into the different aspects of it. And I'm sure of all those who connected at a slightly deeper level, they would have definitely experienced something, some aspect. It's very difficult not to be touched by. But of course, if we are just on the mind, on the surface with the waves, then you will not feel anything. You will not experience anything because we are not born in the inside. So it is this actual experience of the inner states, the consciousness of the cells of the organ, which gives us this power to change things from within. And when things change from within, when our vital is transformed, the mind is transformed, the subconscious is enlightened, then something very beautiful changes in the physical body also. So these inner experiences, they are not just inner experiences in a vacuum or imaginary. They are powerful. They are real in their own way. And their impact can also be felt in the physical self. Your biochemistry of the body changes. The functioning of the hormones changes. And if you were to test, your lab values would be very different. If you stay in this state or experience these sessions, even for 2 to 3 weeks. So the lab values, the MRI pictures, all will change. Of course, it takes a certain time for that to manifest at the physical level. But they also change. illnesses which are embedded for years, chronicity, they also resolve. The question is, are we touching at the right place? Are we transforming things? Because our yoga, supramental, at its culmination, is a physical transformation also, which is made possible only because of the work of our avatar, Shurvendo and the mother. So all that Mother and Shurvendo have spoken about, talked about, they have spoken from a very deep level of experience. It's not at all a theory, it's not at all a philosophy. This is practical life. And what we do is to manifest some aspect of that with their help, with their guidance. To make their presence a living presence. To make our lives a living channels of their love and light and force. That's what we try to do. And in the process, the body also heals. Whether it is inflammatory bowel diseases or rheumatoid arthritis or myopathy or any of the conditions, the body changes, transforms. But it is not as simplistic as opening up a capsule and taking it and saying, oh, now everything will be done. It works like it's not as simplistic as just telling yourself, okay, shoulder, please heal, I love you. It doesn't work that way because then it's too superficial, it's too mundane. It has to change. There has to be an actual change of consciousness. Then we can't make it a system out of it. Okay, 10 times you breathe from this nostril, from that nostril, then everything will change. It doesn't work that. And that's why integral yoga, you will not find a system to it. You have a system for Hatha yoga, for Raja yoga, for meditation. People have made protocols. But you cannot make protocol for something which is beyond your mind. Because any protocol, any system is a function of the intellect. But what is beyond intellect cannot encapsulate in the form of step 1, step 2, step 3. You can do that, but it will not work in that depth. You will make a very poor caricature of the whole truth. The truth has to be experienced, has to be felt. If you want to experience it, purity. So thank you to all of you who are listening to, and even those who are going to listen the recording of it. I realized that even if you listen to the recording, but in the right state, in the right spirit, you can still feel and participate in that experience. And a very important aspect of these inner experiences is that we should stay there for a long enough time for things to change. The mind has a habit of coming out and looking at the priority list and then to-do list. Oh, what's the work next? We always want to come back to the surface life because we feel that is the real life. But it's important to stay there, to make a bridge between the inner and the outer. And slowly, even the outer world, the outer life, the outer work, once the inner bridge is established, we can do it with a certain inner connectedness. That will really, really help us. It will be nice to hear the 27 other people who have joined us. What did you feel? And what are you still feeling? Because the experience is not over. The session is not over. Still.